glamorous thing. My friends at home think, oh, you're doing anti-poaching, you're catching poachers, running around, seeing rhino. But really it's a lot of just having a presence out here and letting the poachers know that finally the animals have an army that's working for them. You know, these rhino, they never would hurt a soul, and they eat grass and they eat trees, and they're not gonna get an army together to to fight the humans. So we're their army.
The guys go out for 16 days at a time. They go with their rations and they're self-sufficient. We can leave them out there and we don't have to worry about them for 16 days. So we've tried to reverse the role on the poacher. 9 times out of 10, you never know when and where the poacher's coming from. Now the poacher doesn't know where and when we are. We can be anywhere. He can find our spoor, but our spoor could be going north. It doesn't mean we've gone back south. So we've reversed that little bit of element of surprise. We've kept that on our side. And the guys go through quite a harsh 35-day training course, which brings them together. So we also believe it's not just about training a guy, dumping him out there, saying, right, get on with it. He's got to be motivated. He's got to have a little bit of an understanding what he's doing. Where does he fit in?
Well, a typical day here out in the bush involves, we get up quite early, we make our fire, and usually start with a nice strong cup of coffee. As we're around the fire, we just kind of discuss the day's plans, what we might want to check out, what we checked out yesterday, what we saw, and then what today might bring. And there's a couple, various responsibilities. Either we do the fence line, there's a dirt track next to the fence, and that's where we check the spoor of anybody jumping the fence. We also check if there's cuts in the fence. A lot of time, maybe actually an elephant will push it down, and we report that in. Or if there's a cut and there's access and there's footprints, then we'll follow that into the bush and see where that might lead. Another thing is we'll spread out into a formation, a line, and we'll actually go through the bush together. And there we're pretty much looking for snares for small game, or now they're using snares for rhinos a lot too.
Actually, I hate the rhino poachers because that guys want to be rich illegally. So when I saw rhino, I make sure I protect them. Yeah, straight.
We got the call at about, I think, 2:45, 2:30 in the morning. So obviously you like out of your sleep, you like need to get focused right away. You now know that there's guys on the farm. They are armed, they have hit the rhino, they have the horn, so now they are a big threat, a high risk threat, and you just try and keep yourself calm, go to what you've been trained for, how they trained, go through your 8-step plan. But the main thing is your self-security and your animal security, your crime prevention, and then your reaction. Training comes most important, because most people without training, they just freak out.
I take protect for me first, yeah, and then I protect other guys, because we are here for help me, and me will help them also.
The first thing you'll notice is there's white people on the ground. A game guard's job, it's always been reserved for black people, because it's possibly the hardest, most underpaid, lousiest job in the bush. So it's always been reserved for black people. We've insisted from the beginning that your white and black guys must be on the ground doing it together. If you look at it, even 20 years ago, it's a form of counter-insurgency warfare, same that was fought in Angola and other places in Africa. And your best units that combated that were black and white. And I based ProTrack on that.
Yeah, basically we all just guys with one goal, just one goal in mind, and that's to hopefully in 5 years not have the rhino extinct.
The guys are expected to walk 6-7 hours a day. And remember, it's not every day you walk in and finding something, or finding a poacher, or finding snares, or finding spoor, or finding a carcass. You can walk for days and not find anything, and he's got to be able to keep motivating himself to carry on and on. The physical side of it you can cope with, but the mental side takes a lot of strain on the guys. They sacrifice, and this is what a lot of people don't understand about game guards, they sacrifice their social life, they sacrifice being close to their family, they sacrifice the comforts of home.
Yes, I miss my home, because I have been here since 9 February last year. I didn't get it home because it's too far.
So there are off days where you get maybe into like your second week, and then you're like, I haven't seen anyone besides my teammates for like 2 weeks, and so it does play a part on like your emotion side, on your mental side. But most of the time you're just like happy-go-lucky, you know, you're just like, I want to do this, I want to make a difference. So yeah, you all just work together to keep each other motivated to one goal.
The guys are out there every day, every minute their lives are in danger. It's just a matter of time till one of our guys gets shot. Unfortunately, we don't want that to happen, but we have to prepare ourselves now. If you take it up until 2 years ago, 3 years ago, we never trained guards in first aid training. Now they don't go out until they're level 3. You know, things like that. So we've had to change and prepare for this. It is going to happen to us, it has to. And they're against people that will shoot them on sight. Huh? They won't. Life is nothing to them. And I think we have, not only amongst ourselves, but we've created that awareness of how important a game guard is. And people that haven't taken the threat and the problem seriously over the last 20 years are beginning to see that a game reserve or a game farm's first priority should be properly trained guards on the ground and motivated guards. We've got to concentrate on training and motivating our personnel on the ground and getting them between the poacher and the rhino.